So, hello everyone. So, today we talk about the new topic, that is factorization of polynomial and factor theorem. In 8th standard, you are much familiar with a few of the methods of factorization, in which we talk about general method of getting common out of the terms. We talk about perfect square polynomial. We also talk about difference of the perfect square polynomial, and one more method that is we had learned that and in 8th standard, that is splitting of midterm. So that method is also revised in 9th standard. So first we focus on it, the splitting of midterm. You see that the polynomial is 12x square minus 7x plus 1. So whenever you want to factorize such kind of polynomial, first of all you recognize the polynomial that is quadratic polynomial because its degree is 2. You can also see that it is not a perfect square polynomial because first term is not a perfect square. So under that condition, there is the only way, that is the fact of the factorization, that is a splitting of midterm. When you want to split the midterm, then first question is as which term we have to use. So first, what step do we follow? That is, first you multiply the constant with the coefficient of x square. So that is 12 ones are 12. So you get 12. So after getting this, consider the last term sign. Last term sign is positive. Okay. So last term sign is helping us to decide whatever the factor of 12 we put, those factors are such that when we add, because last term sign is plus, so when we add that factors, their sum is equal to midterm, that is minus 7x, and their product is equal to 12 ones are 12. So our priority is we have to find out factors of 12 such a way by adding that two factor we get midterms, that is minus 7x. So just think about the different factor of 12. 12 ones are 12, 12 plus 1, 13, so it will not work. Then 6 twos are 12, 6 plus 2, 8, so that will not work. 4 threes are 12, 4 plus 3, 7. So by adding two factor you get 7. So that is the right factor, 4 threes are 12. Now how to write it? 12x square. Here midterm sign is minus, so we keep both the factor minus. Do you know what are the factors? One is 4x and another is 3x plus 1. So we split the midterm into terms, minus 4x and minus 3x. Due to that, that is called the splitting of the midterm method. Now make a pair of two terms. From first two terms, what do you get common? From first two terms, what do you get common? You know that x is a common, because in the both the term x is there. So minimum exponent of x, that is x, so that we get common. Then 12, 4 is a multiple of 12. So we get common 4 also. 4 3s are 12. So now the remaining part that we keep, that is 3x. 4 3s are 12, so left over is 3. 1x already you get common, so 1x is left, so that is 3x minus nothing left here, so we keep 1. 3x minus 1. Now out of remaining two terms, minus 3x and plus 1, you haven't get anything common, so you just get common 1 and keep sign minus, so minus 1. So when you get minus common, so remaining sign of the terms get changed. So what do you get? 3x minus 1. So the common factor you get, that is 3x minus 1. And the another remaining part is 4x minus 1. Understood? So by this way we can factorize it. I hope you can understand that thing. See next term. Next sum. That is 6 2s are 12. So product is 12 again. Sign of last term is plus, so we keep plus. So you have to factorize 12 in such a way, by adding 2 factors you get 7. You know that, what is it? 4 3s are 12. So now what do we write? 6x square. Midterm sign is plus, so both the term which you get, that sign is also plus. 4x plus 3x plus 2. Get common out of the two terms. From the first term, minimum exponent of x, that is x. And you know that the common factor of 6 and 4 is 2. Common factor of 6 and 4 is 2, because 6 do not come in a 6 doesn't come in a table of 4. 4 doesn't come in a table of 6, but 6 and 4 both will come in a table of 2. So like this way you can decide the common factor of 6 and 4, that is 2. So overall you get common 2x. So remaining part you write. Here already 2 out, so to obtain 6 we have to multiply 3. So 3. 1x is out, so that is x square, so still 1x left, so you write 3x, then plus sign, then 4x. Out of that x you get common, so no need to write x. 2 is out, so obtain 4 you only have to write 2. 2 2s are 4. So same way in 3x plus 2 nothing get common, so you put plus 1 common. So remaining part is 3x plus 2. So 3x plus 2 is common bracket in both the terms. So 3x plus 2, that is the first bracket, and the remaining part, that is 2x plus 1. I hope you can understand this. See next term. Next term. That is 12x square plus 5x minus 2. So 12 2s are 24. So the common You have to factorize 24. Sorry, you have to factorize 24. Sign of last term is minus. So you have to factorize 24 in such a way that last term sign is minus, so it will decide by subtracting the smaller factor from the bigger factor, you get the midterm. So you have to factorize 24 in such a way that you from the bigger factor, if you subtract the smaller one, you get the midterm, that is 5x. So if you think about the different values that we get by multiplying two different numbers, so that is 12 2s are 12 minus 2, 10, so it will not work. So little smaller than that. 8 3s are 8 minus 3, 5. So the factors are 8 3s are. So here we get 8 and 3, two different factors. You can see the 8 is a bigger factor and 3 is a smaller factor. So now observe the sign of midterm. Sign of midterm is plus. So when you put these factors, then just keep one thing in the mind. The bigger factor must be plus because the midterm is plus and smaller factor is minus. So how do you write now? 12x square plus 8x minus 3x minus 2. What do you get common from 12x square and 8x? You even get 2 common and even you get 4 also common out of that. So always keep bigger common factor out. So if you get common 2, then 6 and 4 will come. But if you get 4 common, that will be better. So whenever more than one number are possibly get common from the two terms, better you common the term which is bigger one as well as common. So 4 and x square and x, you get common x out of this. So 4 3s are 12, so 3 out of x square, 1x common, so only 1x you have to put, plus 4 2s are 8, so that is 2, x you get already common. Out of this nothing get common, so we keep minus 1 common. So remaining part is 3x. If you get minus common, inner sign of the bracket will change, that is 3x plus 2. So out of this two term, 3x plus 2 get common, and the remaining part, that is 4x minus 1. Hope you can understand this, how to factorize when the last term sign is minus. See one more sum. Multiply constant and coefficient of x square plus first. So 8 5s are 40. Last term sign is minus. So you have to factorize 40 such a way by subtracting smaller factor from the bigger factor, you get 6. So 10 4s are 10 minus 4, that is 6. You have to think in which table 40 will come, and then after try to deduct different factors and just tally with the midterm. So here 10 4s will right answer. 10 4s are 10 minus 4, 6. Now here midterm sign is minus. So as you know, 10 and 4 2 are the two factors are. Out of these two factors, bigger factor is 10. Here midterm sign is minus, so we keep bigger factor minus and smaller factor plus. So 8x square minus 10x plus 4x minus 5. Now the common between 8 and 10, that is 2. X also get common out of this. So remaining terms are 4 2s are 8. So 4. 1x already get common. So x only. Then minus 2 5s are 10. That is 5. In the remaining two term, nothing get common. So you get common 1. 4x minus 5. Always see that the two factor you get after splitting, the bracket 4x minus 5 4x minus 5 is common. If the bracket which you get after getting common if are same, then only you can make it confirm that whatever the splitting you had done, that is right one. So 4x minus 5, that is a common out of this, and the remaining part is 2x plus 1. So I hope you can understand all these things. So in exercise 2.4, question 4 that you have to complete. Question 4 that you have to complete. Okay?